What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to talk about a concept that is very important, actually. A viewer was asking me this before, and they were asking, how do I know when to use a click track and when not to use a click track? So I was thinking, why, like, there's no better opportunity to answer this question by literally using one of my songs where I used a click track, but also didn't use a click track in different sections, of course. So we'll talk about that. And before we get into that, though, I want to give you a free guide called 10 Steps to a Clear Orchestral Sound. It basically goes through 10 really important elements that we need to understand in order to make our orchestral mockups and our virtual productions actually sound full and rich. But once we understand these and start practicing them, you'll start to see the results right away. Going over things like understanding the timbres of the orchestra, volume balancing, some mixing topics as well. It's all in there if you want to check it out. And again, it's totally free. So if you want to click the link in the box below, it'll take you straight there. And it's my thank you to you for watching this video. I know it will really help you if you don't have it already. So without further ado, let's talk about this. There really is no easy answer, I think, to say whether we should use the click track or not. But a general guideline is like if you're writing a more up-tempo piece of music that has more energy, and it's a more mainstream thing, if it has a little bit more intensity and a rhythmic element, then following a click track or following a consistent tempo throughout makes a lot of sense. Because us humans, we derive a lot of our movement and our dancing from a consistent rhythm, right? And usually that is coming from music that has more of a foundational groove to it, has drum patterns, has some sort of element that stays consistent rhythmically. And that's usually when I would use a click track. If I want to write something that's more of a ballad, that's more moving and more mellow and more expressive, then I might opt not to use a click track because it gives the performer more freedom to decide where they want to go with it. And I'm not locking us into a specific tempo. So let me show you my song once again. I'll just show you the first section and I'll tell you, or we'll basically play through and then we'll discuss where we're using the click track and when we're not. So here we go.
I thought we had something there, so many things we shared. How did this fall and crumble down? You were there when I needed you, through the happiness and the blues. So why am I feeling so let down?
And there we go. Okay, so basically you hear how there's a little bit more rubato and expressivity at the very beginning where I stretched out the timing a little bit more. There was a little bit more rubato there, right? And so the singer, Amber, I basically asked her to follow this track, and there were moments where she was taking a little bit more time and pushing forward a little bit, and I really wanted to respect that because the way she sang it was really beautiful. So actually in my DAW in Logic, I actually had to push down and pull up the tempo slightly to let the orchestra follow her exactly. And I think that resulted in something that felt more natural and more expressive. And then in the second half, in the refrain, what would it take here? Then we were following the click track pretty much all the way through because now we're starting to develop the song further and there's more movement. The energy is going to build. And so, the forward momentum of the song is really aided by the help of a click track or following a consistent tempo. So let's talk about the rubato here just a little bit at the beginning. So at the beginning, I pretty much wrote this without any click. Push forward just a little bit, and then start to pull back, slow down, wait, and release. But now, this is, you know, 1, 2, 3, wait.
I thought we had something there.
Wait a second.
So many things we share.
A second.
How
push
did
forward.
this fall and crumble down?
And let her take her time.
You were there when
Then we
I
go again.
needed you. Through the happiness.
You hear how
and the
basically
blues.
as she's going into each line, she takes a bit of
Why am I
time.
feeling
Now push
so
forward.
let down?
And now we have a consistent tempo.
What would it
3,
take
4,
to be
1,
loved
2,
all over
3,
again?
4, and so on and so forth. So the idea is you can have both within a single song. You can have moments where you're following a click, but also ones that you're not. And it really depends on the vibe that you're trying to go for. So ultimately, while there's no straight answer to this, I think if you want a more expressive result with, you know, more expressivity and you want more freedom in your music, then going without a click might make sense because then it allows the performer, especially if it's a live performance, it will allow them to take their time and it allows the rest of the orchestra or the rest of the arrangement to kind of follow that. However, if it's like, let's say, more mainstream music, like pop music, where there's more electronic elements and so on and so forth, then following a click is more typical, right? Because it makes people want to dance, it gives them a predictable groove to follow, and it's just a lot easier to understand and digest as a listener. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions about that in a comment below. Maybe you've done both. Maybe you have used a click for pieces or you haven't used it for other ones. Let me know what you prefer, what you've done in the past. And again, if you don't have it yet, I want to give you my guide on how to write music in the style of Disney and Nintendo. Basically, it just goes through some really core elements that really make those pieces sound the way they do and give them their kind of signature tone. And I've kind of dissected 2 common really famous pieces from Disney and Nintendo and just broken them down to the core elements. So if you're interested in applying those to your own music and writing in a similar style, I want to give that to you totally free. You can check it out in the description box below. And again, it's my thank you to you for watching this video. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.